Hey guys, coming to you from a new environment, and yes, this is from the series of Resellers Real Talk. So guys, want to see what I'm going to talk about? Just stay right here because this video is about to happen now, but we always have to cue that intro. Of course, before we start the video, we're going to announce the elephant in the room. Yes, I am in the car. Yes, I am outside. Just new environment for the video. Doesn't really matter. If you guys are new to my channel, I am a full-time reseller. I love what I do and I love bringing it to you. I am a reseller of second chances. I resell secondhand clothing. I bring it to you guys to give it the chance to live and to breathe again. You hear that out there? That is crazy. Wow. This is serious. This is what New York's about though. It's super loud though. Super loud though for sure. But yeah, I do all type of stuff on my channel, Reseller Real Talk. I just give you guys the real, like I just tell you the truth. Anything that you might want to know and resellers are scared to talk about it, I'm personally here for it. Besides that, I do thrift hauls, anything around reselling, teaching you guys what to pick up, what not to pick up. The tricks, how to shop in the Salvation Army, Goodwill, what to pick up, what not to pick up, what's selling for me, what's not selling for me. So just a whole rope around, you know, pretty much what's going on. I didn't do a video in like a week. I do apologize, and I'm back now. Life happens, so that's what's going on right now. But either way, good stuff in life is happening, actually. I've been super busy, but guys, I have a conversation that I want to talk to you guys about, and it's just relating on like just certain reseller questions that you guys have gave me, or just like stuff that you want to know. If you do have a question that, or what is it, sorry, lost my thought. If you have a specific topic that you want me to hit on, just let me know and I got you guys 100%. Today's topic is, sorry guys, today's topic is definitely just a whole broad resellers real talk. People just wanted me to talk the real. They had questions. I know one of the questions were for sure, do I ever have customers reporting me, or how do I deal with that situation? I would say, like, one thing, I just don't pay it no mind. I'm not even gonna sit here and give you guys a whole story on it, because, you know, like, as resellers, we don't look to do harm to anybody. If anything, I think that we're pretty much saving the environment. So if we send out a piece, or let's say like the customer didn't like the piece or wasn't up to their standards and they do a refund, just accept it, and to be honest, just accept it back, and just, you know, don't really go into like a negotiation or arguing with the case or whatever the case is, because sometimes that can lead more harm than good for sure. Because when Poshmark reviews the case, immediately they're going to get on the customer side majority of the time, because, you know, they're losing money, they want to make money, whatever the case is. So camera drop, I'm back. Camera drop, I'm back. But no, yeah, so most parts, that's what it is. But if they see you like being calm, being patient, you kind of handling yourself well, they're really going to look into the case. And most times they're kind of fair, but still you just want to stay calm. That's the whole point of the situation. Another question was, how do I run my business? That is a good question, guys, because I am off the loop. I am not going to kid you not. I run my business in a multiple form. What do I mean by that? Okay, so typically, if I want to go on Mondays, the Salvation Army have a huge sale. Everything be new items, new inventory, stuff that wasn't seen in the store. And especially like in New York, you get like pretty good stuff. Problem with that is you have to wake up at about, I would say like 8 o'clock in the morning, because the lines be super long. It'd be ridiculous. So sometimes I'll do that. Like if I'm thrifting and I'm here for it, like I can wake up early. It's no problem with me, especially if I'm going to the bins. Because if I'm going to the bins, I get up early because I like to do at least 4 to 5 hours in the bins. I like to stay for like 3 rotations because they do give good stuff. But the Hampton bins, as I always tell you guys, is way better than the New York bins for sure. If you haven't been to the Hampton, Connecticut bins, go. The New York bins, they lazy. They don't really change out stuff. And sometimes they do, but it's not like Hampton. I could find me some good LL Bean. I could find some Victoria's Secret. You could find St. John's. You could find Veronica Beer. You could find what is it? The North Face. It's a lot of bread and butters, but it's good bread and butters that you can definitely get that $35 to $40 flip on. Because I know when I went to the bins in Hampton, I've mostly sold out of all my stuff. I paid like $50 for like 60 pounds or over that, and I've sold out of the majority of the stuff that actually was in that bins. What I find that happen is way better than the New York bins, because I still on a lot of stuff from New York, a lot. Okay, how do I run my business? So I source. How do I source? I go typically in the morning. You'll catch me, unless if I'm doing something in the afternoon and I happen to slip by a thrift store. In the morning, you will see that I am definitely sourcing. I'll give it from like 9 in the morning all the way to like 2, 3, and then I'll be driving back home. The thing about New York is that you really have to drive, and there's a lot of traffic out here. So I wish I could show you guys how much traffic is out here. Literally, let me show you. I don't know if I could like. Can you guys like? It be traffic out here for sure. Like, I wish I could show you guys, but it's really crowded. So the bins for me is in Queens, New York, which is like at least a good 20 to 30 minute drive. The Salvation Armies each is in like up New York. I know we got one in the South Bronx. We got one in Queens. It's just a lot that I don't go to like one thrift store, so I'll typically go to a lot of thrift stores, which is actually pretty good for me because I like to go big or go home, and I'm not going home if I don't go big. So I like that. Yeah, back on topic. So that's how I run my business. I pick I'll go like 2-3 days out the week, and I'll really source. Like, I'll source, guys. When I tell you I go looking for inventory, I mean bread and butters, and I'll look for bread and butters, and I'll look for the bolos. I'll look for what's selling for me. No, I don't pick up everything that everybody else saying is selling for them, because people say J. Crew sell for them out the window. For the darnest of me, J. Crew kind of sits in my store. It recently started selling, but it sits for the most part. So if I don't see a good, J. Crew item that's gonna sell, I sit. So you also got to know what's selling around your area too. How else do I run my business? I research. I really research. I look up the brands that's selling. I should do a video on it of how I research on Poshmark, but I'll tell you guys real quick. You go on the Poshmark app. You go on the Poshmark app. You go to you could just go to the search. You put in women's. You could put in like women's sweaters, and then when you go to women's sweaters, you could go to sold, and then you go to just in, and then it'll show you like all the brands that's selling. You could either put in what range of amount that you're looking for, what you're comfortable with selling your items as, and then you just study those brands, what sold, what didn't sold. I actually did it recently because I was looking up dresses, and it showed me like a lot of dress brands that was selling, what was going for X amount of profit, which was going for another price. So it was pretty decent to study that and look that up. I try to study like every night, just what I do. How else I run my business? I look at a lot of YouTube videos because I love to see what other resellers is picking up. I love to see what's the trend. I love to see what's the full brands. I love to see how are they picking it up, what's the prices that they're getting versus what's the price that I'm getting. So it's a lot. And then at home, how I run my business is that I do Vendoo. I do cross list to eBay, which is a pretty good app. I love Vendoo. It is not expensive at all. Definitely not for the starters plan, and you can add the amount of inventory that you want. No, I'm not getting sponsored for this one, but love Vindu. I also run my business through Galaxy. There's an app called Galaxy. Yes, I did get sponsored for that one, for sponsorship. Yay! But no, yeah, I did get sponsored for that one. But that is a super cool app. It allows you to do live sales, which is super cool, because you can do a live sale and people actually looking at what you have. They can send you saying that they want it, whatever the case is. So that is super cool. I think that technology is a big key into running your business. I also do Instagram sales where people will DM me, hey, I want this. Okay, easier for me. I do it that way. I promote my business. I promote my business on Reels. I promote my business on Instagram. I love YouTube just to teach you guys, but let's be real, it does promote my business as well. By you guys looking at it, liking, commenting, subscribing, it's helping me. I am about to be monetized, guys. I know. So excited about that. Yeah, so that's like a lot of ways how I run my business, and I'm super excited to share that with you guys. That was actually a really good question. So yes, the other question that I had is, how do I do my inventory? How do I do my inventory is I change my inventory system a lot, and I think that that's something that resellers is going to have to go through, because you have to do a system that works best for your house. You have to do a system that works best for you. Don't do what everybody else is doing, because what works for them might not work for me. And 100%, I have to have in my head what I'm doing so that I can understand how to do it. Yes, my brain don't catch on like that. It's fast, but it ain't. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. But yeah, so how I do my inventory. You guys see me looking, I'm like paying attention to my surroundings, like, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? So it's like, it's kind of fast speed in here. Like, it is. It's really fast speed in here, but I love it though. It's okay. Yeah, guys. So what I typically do is I go sourcing. I love to do my photos first. I love to do my photos first. I check the items, any items that doesn't have floor weather. If they do, one thing I will say before I say this, I always check in the store to see what I'm getting into for my inventory. Why? Because inventory is very important. If that item has a flaw and you miss it, and you miss it on the photos and the customer get it, it's just a whole case that's going to be open. I like to really expect things, expect things in the store. I want to see if it has a hole. I want to see everything. I typically sort of don't miss nothing, but you always can. So then I'll wait till I get home and see. Half of the times I'll be right on my items. Like, I could just I come home, I take the pictures, how I do the measurements in the app. So this is what I do. It'll either be me or my fiance, or we'll split it. He'll probably do like 10 to 15 items. I'll do 10 to 15 items. And how we do it now, we'll take the draft inside of the Poshmark app. Rather than taking the pictures on your phone, you take it on the Poshmark app, because then this app allows you to save it inside of Poshmark. And then what I do is, because they have the the description box, I'll put measurements, and then I'll just put the measurements in there rather than writing it on the paper, because I feel like it's so much easier that way. The reason why I feel like it's easier that way is because if I got to measure shoulder to shoulder and it's 18.5 inches, I just did the measurements. So now I got to get the paper and I have to write shoulder to shoulder, 18.5 inches. And that's a lot of work, because then when you're putting it up, you have to add the pictures on the Poshmark. After you add the pictures on the Poshmark, then you have to write the measurements down, when I can just do everything inside the app. Super easy. I love doing it that way. It is super quick. It helps me list faster. Easy. After I'm done all the pictures, and I also do videos now. Videos has scaled my business so high, guys. I mean, so high. I mean, I've been doing great. Videos, do it. It's there for a reason, for sure. Another thing that I do, if you guys was following me recently, you know that I have the plastic
want to call it poly mailer, inventory mailers, and I stick my inventory in there. And when I tell you guys that water can spill on it, you can throw it in the garbage, take it back out. I don't do that. Common sense. I'm just making a point. You can, like, something could spill, food could get on, and nothing will not touch the clothes. It keeps it so neat. It keeps it looking so professional. I know that plastic is not healthy, but guys, this is so professional. Like, you will have to use it. Yes, guys, I do still have the papers to wrap the clothing into, but however, I do use that for jackets, coats, large sweaters, probably some boots if they can't fit, because that's typically what will happen. But anything I could wrap my plastic into, I am sticking to that because I love it for my business. So that is what I'm going to stick to. And then I use bins as well. Bins is super awesome for me. I just used to use bags, but now I don't. I use a good bin. It's clear. We put what it is, what's the name on there, jeans, denim. Put all the jeans, denim in there. If we have active wear, we put it in there. And that's how I run my inventory. So that was a very good question too, guys. Super good question. Another question is, someone asked me, what's the real deal with reselling? And it's simple. What you put in is what you're going to get out. If you don't study, if you don't research, if you don't know these brands, if you don't know comps, if you're not willing to put at least 5 to 6 hours in your business a day, sorry to be harsh, but you're not going to go nowhere. All you're going to do is be selling clothes out your house for a while because you don't know what to pick up. You don't know what to do. You just go into the Goodwill and buying stuff for $2 and putting it up. And some of the stuff that you're buying has no profit value. You can buy something for $1 and it's going to sell for what? $5, and you just made $1 off of it because Poshmark still take their fee regardless. So you can pick up something, but the thing is, if I'm going to make money off of it. So it's very important. How to be a real reseller is, if you want to be successful in this industry anyway, because it is a lot of successful people in here. I know, have some great associates in this business. However, you have to put in work. This is not games here. You have to put in work. You have to stay active. You have to be on time. Time management is very important. You have to give out your orders. You have to talk to customers. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know your business. If you're not a data person, that's fine. Get what is it, seller's insight. I get it because that keeps my data. It lets me know how much sales I'm getting. It lets me know what was last month's revenue versus this month's revenue. It lets me know how much sales I need to get to make my goal. It keeps you up with how much steaks you sold. Then it keeps you up on your growth profit. So it's so much to learn to become a reseller. Like, and don't be afraid to reach out to other people. Don't be afraid to reach out to other resellers. Like, it's fine. I mean, we're a nice community. Like, for the most part, like, people help. They never really deny you and stuff because everybody wants you to grow. Like, it's business out here for everyone. It's just up to you what you do and what's coming out to it. So guys, I hope that this video helped. I hope that you guys like this type of content. This is my first time doing the car haul. I love what I do and I love bringing it to you. The next video, I don't know what it's gonna be, but guys, until next time, bye.